What's up? Haven't made a video in a while. That's because I've been lazy and busy, whichever one comes first. But did something again. Check it out. So, I picked up a 2008 Outlaw 450. I know, I just got that Honda. I like the Honda, but man, kickstarting that. I'm almost 40 years old. I've broken my right foot twice, messed up my ankles, rolled them, sprang them. I think I broke it one time, but I can't kick that thing over too many times. Plus, I'm fat and out of shape, so that doesn't help. It's actually not bad of a quad. It does need a little bit of love. So the bump stops are gone, and the spring saddle or spring seat, whatever you want to call them, are just loose, just dangling on both sides. This one's about ready to pop off, but yeah, not bad. Shocks, I think, if I'm not mistaken, these are not the 450 shocks. I could be wrong, but as far as I knew, the 450s actually had the piggyback Fox podiums. These look like they came off of a Predator 500. Ended up keeping my wheels. They take Yamaha front bolt pattern and Honda rear. I kept the flex bars and all that. Got braided plastic on the back. But oh boy, look at that. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but they sure as hell didn't jet it. When you fire it up, it'll idle. As soon as you give it gas, it likes to hang idle pretty bad. So when I picked it up, this bad boy was on there. Yeah, pretty sweet. I don't even know what the hell that actually came off of, or where the hell they bought it. I know they welded these bracket mount tabs or whatever the hell, hooks, whatever, but oh, it was definitely something. Thankfully, a guy like me usually asks people if they want the extra stuff when I go to trade. So I traded my Outlaw 525 and I had a buttload of stuff, full exhaust, slip on, and stock header, but I just happened to have this laying because the guy I traded my Outlaw 525 didn't want this stuff, so I had a free exhaust. But like I said, it runs pretty good. It does have 2 oil leaks. Needs a clutch cover gasket. Leaks a little bit on this side. I know it's too dark over here, but over here there's like a little lever for the reverse, and behind that there's a arm that goes into the transmission, and it's got a seal. Well, it's leaking pretty good from that seal down there, so I'm going to take that off, replace the seal, and that should end all the oil leaks. See, there's a puddle there, and there's a little puddle there. There's a leaf and a washer. I don't know what that washer's doing, but also leaks a pretty good amount of fuel from the carb. I need to take it apart, clean it, fix it. I know what's wrong with it. I can't think of what the hell they call it off the top of my head, but I know how to fix it. And no, it's not the float. It's that thing right there. I can't think of it off the top of my head. The fuel inlet, something or another. Shit, I can't remember. But yeah, it's leaking from there, and it needs to have the hose replaced because it does have a couple cracks in the hose too. But yeah, can't wait to put a little bit of money into this thing. I've always liked these Outlaws. When I first got one, could not stand the way it looked in the front, but as years went by, oh, there's my flosser. Years went by, I grew to love these things. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of aftermarket parts for the chassis, but you gotta love the KTM power plant in it. That thing is awesome. I mean, in just my opinion, putting a KTM motor in that thing, KTM, there we go. Can I talk? Apparently not. KTM RFS motors in this. These things are awesome. They got, I would say, anything you could think of to get for it. Cam, another cylinder, aftermarket pistons, recluse clutch. All you gotta do is find the KTM XE quad when you're doing your searching, and you'll find all the motor parts that you need for it. But I know it's an acquired taste to love one of these, but I mean, come on, they're awesome. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a deal breaker when you got to do anything as far as like cam or taking the head off. You got to break the timing chain. But good thing about these KTM motors is they have a top dead center locking mechanism at the bottom of the crankcase. Take the bolt out, roll it over to top dead center, lock it in place, and then you wouldn't have any issues as far as, you know, crank or piston or anything trying to move on you when you're fiddling. But hopefully this year, or well, not this year, but next year, my bad, next year, already getting ahead of myself, next year, will this be my race quad for the year? I hope so, because if everything works out good, as far as keeping it running good, probably spring forward to getting a recluse for this bad boy. I mean, I've put hours on my 525s, and I've never really needed a recluse. Never really needed a recluse for my LTR either, but I mean, XC riding, dude, XC racing, it's totally different from just trail riding, everyday trail riding. I mean, you get in some situations you don't think, you jam on the brakes and you kill the quad, or you get hung up on a log that you think that you could just hop over, kill the quad. You just got to keep moving. But I mean, at first I didn't know what to think of a recluse, but now I ain't gonna race without one. I'll trail ride all day long with my friends and my kids and whatnot. That's no problem. But when it comes to racing, yeah, I'm just going to have a recluse for one of my machines. But like I said, hopefully this will be the machine. I've had like 4 of these machines, and I mean, like I said, I loved them. The out of the box, they're awesome. You don't have to do hardly anything to just keep them running, just maintain. That's all it is. But I do got a buttload of parts still laying around. Like I said, once again, traded my 525. I tried to give all this stuff to him. He said he didn't want it, which, you know, Worked out for me because I didn't think I'd get another Outlaw. Well, found out I did. Good bottom end. There's some parts I got in the boxes for it, but needs top end. I do have a cylinder, it's junk. Do have a piston, it's junk. Do have a timing chain, it's stretched. And I do have a head that's partially disassembled. So I also got another chassis laying over there, another swing arm, another axle, got another seat, subframe. I got A-arms, I got spindles. Oh, I got everything. Got some gas tanks. I got some junk plastic for emergency use only. But yeah, they're all zip tied and cracked to hell. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, this year I don't have to keep going quad to quad to quad. I think I finally found one that I'm going to try to race. Now, when I was having issues with my LTR, I was going to race my 525, but I couldn't get my, what did I order? I could not get my water pump gasket in time for my race, so I tried to race the LTR, and guess what? I only made it half a lap. In other news, my glasses are falling off my face. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Eventually, me and my boy are going to be working on his 400. Man, this thing is looking hideous right now, but give me some time working with this one. We should have this thing on all four wheels. We should have a new battery soon. Got to figure out the whole swing arm situation. Like, I have never once thought to myself, what's the best way to take the whole carrier out? Well, apparently this guy thought that if you cut all this out, the whole carrier comes out, so that way you don't have to take that off, or the wheels off. That's just, other people's thinking. But we'll try to figure out what kind of exhaust he wants to run. I don't even know what this thing came off of. I know it's a big gun. They said it was for the Outlaw, but how do you mount it? It is nothing like mounting the big gun that I have, and it's nothing like mounting the side mount for my FMF. So I don't know what this came off of. But I'm going to try to make it work. But yeah, we got the gas drain. We're going to drain the oil, put a new filter in it, put new radiator juice in it, slap some front wheels on it, and then figure out, maybe continue running these until we find another set. I mean, they're not bad. They're pretty scratched. There ain't no way the camera's going to pick up all what I am actually seeing, but it's been stitched in a few spots. But I don't know. We'll just have to ask my boy what he wants to do about it. Don't even get me started on this LTR. Riding my Harley to work tomorrow. But anyway, that kind of wraps up my night. Hopefully I'll get some more videos of me fiddling with my Outlaw. I keep wanting to call it LTR. It's not an LTR. I got rid of the LTR. Come on, man. Anyway, get some video footage of me fiddling with that, and then fiddling with my son's four-wheeler, and hopefully get some new updates here soon. And I don't know, it's getting closer to winter. Maybe do some snow riding. I don't know, we'll have to see. I typically don't take my my race quads out in the snow, but I mean, come on, man, it's just snow. Come on. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here, but yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging with me and me just mumbling on about some stupid crap. But I got a new four-wheeler. My boy got, I guess it's a four-wheeler. And we got plenty enough time to work on it because my first race will probably, man, I cannot talk. Probably, oh man. Okay, so it's most likely going to be in April. So, sit back and look for the videos, man.